farming is thriving and established. Chicken farming is also thriving and established. However, the small ruminant sector is, let's say, fledgling. The small ruminant sector is struggling as we do not have an organized production system. And not just an organized production system, but one that has the ability to provide consistent, year-round revenue. Goat farming in Jamaica is mainly for three purposes. First, for meat, whether selling to a butcher or self-processing and selling to friends, family, or for weddings, dead yard, and round robins. Second, there are a handful of farms that focus on breeding and genetics. And third, there are others who look at goat farming as a hobby and or family subsidy, example, funding an event or providing money for back-to-school purchases. For a large majority of individuals, none of these options, the way they are currently being managed, provide consistent year-round revenue. What we are advocating is another even more accessible revenue source for raising goats. This more accessible, consistent year-round revenue source is goat dairy production. Hi, I'm Trudy, and along with Ray and our team, we are from Cabra Ranch. Cabra Ranch is an agritourism destination based on goats, with an emphasis on dairy goats and goat milk production. We take a regenerative approach to farming, meaning working with the land and nature while avoiding chemical inputs as much as possible. We are a semi-intensive system. A semi-intensive system means that some goats go to pasture while other goats are fed in-house. Our maintenance mothers, which are open does and early stage pregnancy does, go to pasture, while production animals, which include our bucks, our mothers with kids, milking mothers, and weaners, are fed in-house. We use a pasture rotation system with mobile fencing and solar chargers. This allows us to move the goats every day systematically to a different pasture. Daily movement is important to manage and minimize parasite issues. Another aspect of our pasture management is using the cows, not only to eat the pasture down a little further, but they also are dead hosts for internal parasites. Cabra Ranch entered the sector because of our passion for goat dairy products. Since we have started, we have realized that goat dairy is an accessible way for small goat farmers to have year-round revenue, as opposed to meat being the only sporadic revenue source. What we are doing now is creating an easily replicable system that we can use to teach other small farmers how to produce consistent year-round goat dairy revenue. Everyone in the chicken industry, even the smallest farmer in Jamaica, knows exactly how to get a baby chick to market weight, process and package it almost identically across the island. We want to create a similar model for the goat sector. In 5 years, we want anyone interested to have access to resources, information, and knowledge to this goat dairy system. Our ultimate goal is that the goat sector will thrive like the pig industry and the chicken industry. Being a small goat farm business, we're always looking for avenues that can assist us to make further impact on the goat dairy sector. Our vision is to change how people in Jamaica think about raising goats, from just tying them in the backyard to goats for goat dairy production. This is a phenomenal business model, especially for women and youth. The innovation this program brings is a well thought out, user-friendly, and simple to understand goat dairy farm management system. The advantages of this system includes easier animals to handle, minimal heavy lifting, lower startup costs, lower ongoing economic inputs, and smaller animal housing needs. These factors are ideally suited to women and youth who wish to get involved in goat dairy production. Our innovative system to raise and manage dairy goats will be an effective, life-changing tool that will positively impact individuals. This project is an integral part of a scalable system that Cabra Ranch is creating to offer ease of entry to sector participants at different production levels. With our system in place, if a person owns, let's say, 5 high-quality goats, we will show them how to maximize their investment's return year-round, either as a primary source of revenue or a viable, consistent additional source of income. Women and youth will have access to a sustainable farm business which benefits them, their family, and by extension, their community. Visit us online on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Cabra Ranch. And definitely come get a tour. Take the goats to pasture, try our goat products, bottle feed Wheezy Baby, and meet our cows, Cherry and O Baby. Oh yeah, and Sarge, General and Private, or security team will be happy to meet you.